The Hermetic Principle of Polarity, as outlined in the Kybalion, offers profound insight into the nature of duality and the continuum linking opposites. This principle can be summarized as follows. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The essence of polarity lies in understanding that opposites, hot and cold, love and hate, light and darkness, are not truly separate entities. Rather, they exist on a continuum, where each extreme is simply a different degree of the same quality. This continuum allows movement between degrees, revealing that the perceived duality of opposites is illusory, and that all things share an underlying unity, reconciling what seem to be contradictions. Psychologically, this principle reminds us that feelings like joy and sorrow, courage and fear, are part of the same experiential spectrum. One cannot be fully known without some understanding of the other. Insights into consciousness suggest that the mind often perceives polarities as fragments, but true understanding arises when one perceives the unity in these experiences. Spiritually, polarity is a catalyst for growth. The interplay between opposing forces, such as spiritual aspiration and worldly desire, enables transformation. The oscillation between opposites fuels the journey toward higher understanding, propelling us beyond dualistic perception into an integrated reality. From a cosmic perspective, polarity reflects the structure of existence. The implicate order of reality suggests that the visible, manifest world emerges from an unseen, unified dimension where apparent opposites, such as matter and antimatter, creation and dissolution, are reconciled within a greater whole. This concept aligns with Hermetic teachings that duality is an expression of a single cosmic source. In alchemical terms, polarity is essential to the great work, where the union of opposites, symbolized by the marriage of sun and moon or sulfur and mercury, leads to spiritual refinement and the discovery of the one thing, or philosopher's stone. The principle of polarity also shows that understanding and mastering duality allows us to transform states of being. By moving along a continuum and adjusting a quality's vibrational frequency, one can transmute negative emotions such as fear or anger into their higher counterparts, like courage and love. This is an alchemical process of transformation that involves consciously shifting one's position on the continuum and resonates with the Hermetic principle of vibration, which states that everything vibrates and nothing rests. Within the tarot, polarity is depicted where each card embodies both light and shadow, representing the spectrum of human experience. Meditating on these polarities reveals the cyclical nature of life, where each state flows into its opposite and teaches the observer to navigate both with balance. Rather than remaining ensnared in extremes, Hermetic philosophy encourages a middle path, a state of balance that aligns us with the natural rhythm of polarity. This central path leads to peace amid dualities. Polarity embodies the paradox of unity within division. The teaching that all truths are but half-truths suggests that any single perspective is inherently limited. Just as light is meaningless without darkness, wisdom is incomplete without folly. In the spiritual realm, unity contains all contradictions, and division becomes synthesis, a process where duality dissolves, leading the seeker to a state of oneness. Ultimately, the principle of polarity guides us to recognize the unity within duality and to embrace life's oppositions as the dynamic forces that shape experience and drive transformation. By releasing attachment to one pole over the other, we can master the alchemical art of transmutation, realizing that every extreme is a stepping stone toward the indivisible whole.